we got a beach out here with no sand. Well, we got a lake. We got a lake with no water. Countries are missing too. J-Bray. Nah, we just only got lakes. We got lakes, we got beaches, we got holes, we got sun.
There's a look at one of the most iconic sports venues in the lower 48, built back in 1957 under the title of City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin.
We had a powder show last night.
The fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Green Bay Packers. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
No, it's going to be warm by the time you play. Yeah.
Rodgers now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying
almost
to
a month since you.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. From the 21, it's second and 10. To throw is Rodgers. To throw again. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
Tell that nigga stop batting my balls down, nigga.
By those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Now Rodgers.
Oh, damn. That nigga.
It's intercepted.
Fuck me. That nigga was on the route.
Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this quarter.
Chris losing our custom playbook. That's all right. He gonna throw me a pick right here.
Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Now back and work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate the pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back out with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's third and goal. Gun percent.
Oh, he was sitting there
caught.
wide open.
It's Doyle. Touchdown Colts. Jack Doyle. His first touchdown on the year. as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening
He
quarter.
ain't broadcasting.
Extra point put through by Suckham, and it's now a 7-0
put it in
game.
the chat, huh? Man, see, they gonna be. Oh, you put it in it. What a block out, bro?
Set now to kick this one away,
Yeah,
and
this will
off it
probably be the
goes.
last season. At least for us, anyway.
This is fielded at the goal line. Yeah, he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Yeah, once you got that sugar bar, you ain't no need to play.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. And if he goes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to run it.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Ready? Girl catch. Let these roll down.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Willie Henry muscled his way in for the sack.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. That's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
On 2nd down now, it's Jones. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Throwing is Rodgers.
Oh, you already got it.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down the score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Now a 1st down run is sniffed out from the start as they'll drop him for a loss of 4. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed a big hit for a loss. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. They're going to try and throw. And he's got his man Hilton. And he's got this down to the 35. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a 1st down.
I know they got the 1st down, but Brandon, I still don't like the call going for it there. Yeah, they got it, but I would have punted the ball there, played some field position. I mean, it's okay to end drives and kicks, right? You know, we've heard that from different guys before. Remember, kicks are a punt, right? Field goal, or a point after touchdown. It's okay to end it in a kick.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Now on 2nd and 13. Brissett. Funches has it complete. To stop him, but he does does take it all the way to the 2. 36 yards on the play.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
Yeah, we won!
They'll run it with Matt. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
Lightning fast. I realized I had blue tops and white shoes.
They come out here in the eye. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Looking to run with Matt. And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
For a couple of plays, this Green Bay defense is held strong. Now it's 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Here's Matt. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
When you think of Mike Daniels, you think of strength. Hard to knock off the football, but surprising quickness and ability to move and evade people. How about that play there?
Well, he can squat 600 pounds, so that's how he caught people's attention coming into the league, and he caught our attention right there. So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. It's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put him on the board.
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Heart still racing, thinking I won't be here in the next 24 hours.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it, but whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
I was never that scared before. I ran.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
50 miles per hour. Hey, the man yelled. Started gaining my legs.
10-0 to score after 1 on EA Sports.
The rest of the night stayed at night. I lie there awake, still trembling in horror. Shortly after, I said serial killers. My abductor was as clear as day on my screen.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Calling a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
The people who lived close by said they heard the man yelling, "Where are you?"
Rodgers now on 1st down.
Hours later, he left the property.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Lamb. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. He is now in prison sentence. Here's Jones. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appered to be a case of get ball.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. It's going to be called. Touchdown, Packers. As his guys are in for 6, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. And there they got him the ball.
That's pretty good wording.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his
I got your full attention now, nigga.
He loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract
Yeah, that's why the oil light don't come on no more, nigga.
few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout and injured player.
When you get home,
well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And they had 3 points
stop all that damn yelling.
But they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point kicker. Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bad.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Here's Marlon Mack. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Man, shit, I bought like 2 of them. I had to get the guns. I just had to, Nicholas. It's all right.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Brissett. They'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Kevin King, the former Washington Husky, there defensively.
Well, I spent what?
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Spent like 24. That's all I'm
Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing.
Oh yeah, I ain't gonna do that.
This is fielded at the 27.
Yeah, that's how they get you like with like Fortnite and shit.
And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10.
Nah, bro. You know you hear about them kids playing like thousands of dollars on Fortnite.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Yeah, they got the Niners and KC. No, it's only, I think, all the shooting passes is only like,
the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and
$9, $10 or whatever. $9.99.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 4 yards the pickup.
Yeah, because I was like, these kids be watching YouTube, they be watching all the, they be watching all the, like parents, like, you spent how much money? Oh, I'm trying to throw it away.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. JPP cruising in for the sack that time. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
I don't need to spend that much
from
money.
Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. This is Jones.
But that's how they get you, though.
Carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
I got one.
You won?
Yep.
On 2nd down.
Oh, I should have kept running.
Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind a line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Throwing his Rodgers on third down. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Cold water. Cold water. Cold water. You want water?
Perfect.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game and you look at the backgrounds of these kickers? It's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it. An in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
How you get Roblox on my phone?
Because just say it. I just got it.
Bro, I'm about to headbutt the shit out of you, bro.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
You poopy farted.
No, you farted. Farted.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Preston Smith comes in for the sack. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Oh my goodness.
Intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Pierre Desir.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Brissett to throw on 1st. It's caught by Funchess. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Play fake. Brissett sliding out of the pocket. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for this one back. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. Brissett on 1st down.
Oh, let me jump.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. Brissett now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Throwing, Brissett. And that's going to be incomplete.
That would have been hot if they would have given me that pick.
It's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact.
Shit,
and as
that
a
always
result,
happen on
unable
mud
to hold on
teams.
to the football.
I get a lot of picks. I throw a lot of picks.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Brissett sets to throw it. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll throw again. Brissett, he's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And they will take the lead at 13 to 10. Well, the drive ends at just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate in front of the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team. And they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
Oh,
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now here's a pass on first down.
You gotta
It's
ask the white
knocked
people to
away
do
and
that.
incomplete. Antonio Callaway, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
It's like some type of attachment you can do.
On play action, Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
He must be playing that rush.
This time they stay on the ground. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Schmacker in the booty.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Throwing on 2nd down. Brissett, complete to Hilton. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And down to the 29-yard line. 36 yards on the play. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations. Because if you don't, those quick strike.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Preston Smith, his 2nd sack of the night.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Play action now. Brissett.
Oh, shit.
And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Paris Campbell, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Extra point try now for
Shout out.
And his
You don't
guys will
say
take a
bad
10-point lead.
You don't say bad words. You say bad words. You say bad words.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep.
Oh my God.
And they will be
Somebody
set
please
up.
help.
Brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery.
Oh,
but he
come
can
on,
always
get the
sound out
tackle.
the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
And he's going to push his way down to about the 12.
Who's going to get the tackle?
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Brissett.
Oh, you had him.
Gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double teamed and sometimes triple teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now. They'll run for it. It's Mack. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call. On the ground, it's Mack. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Well, start putting your feet in me. Yeah, you be digging this goddamn fucking toes into my
skin. They come out here in the eye. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run with
oh
Hines.
My
and
God.
He takes it in for a Colts score. Naeem Hines.
Why you gotta beat my ass like this? I'm your brother, nigga.
They add on to their advantage.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock too with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Extra point up and good by Suckup. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21-yard line.
Fixing it.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Jones. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. There to stop him was Darius Leonard.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll go again to Jones.
Oh, stay on the block.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Now Rodgers. And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
Holy fuck,
Willie Henry able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the 3rd quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
On 1st down, they'll start out with Matt. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They keep it on the ground. Mack again. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A huge play that time for the Colts. 63 yards on the ground.
Shut up.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Reset.
Oh shit,
He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he takes this
damn.
for the Colts touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. They had the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone.
Too many turnovers.
Extra point.
Don't think they're playing football.
And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Yeah, running it. Sorry, man.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field in this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Now it's Rodgers. His throw incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
On 2nd and 10. Rodgers. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game films from the prior game when they got clobbered. That was his way of putting it behind them.
And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. The Packers go for it. Rodgers. He's got the tight end, Sternberger. And he coughed it up. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Rodgers now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And finally taken down at the 15. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
It's a nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
Get that.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Devontae Adams. His first touchdown on the year. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Yeah. I understand that. I understand. They're nice. Like.
A first down throw for Brissett. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Kenny Clark, his 2nd sack of the night.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. On second down, here's a run with Mack. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
You don't trust Ivy totally over CBD. Yeah. So let's just say ibuprofen is good for you. So why are you going like this?
31 for Mike. Come on.
That's just a try for CBD. Is that what you're saying?
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. That's going to set them back 5 yards.
Hey, you get out here. Exactly.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
One doctor.
Yeah, nigga, you about to get kicked, bitch.
The play clock's going to run out on him.
I love. Yeah, he talking about me.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
All that for nothing. Now I'm gonna take the push.
I love.
From the gun, here's the sack. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Preston Smith able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They go play action here on 1st down. It's caught here by Adams. Give them 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the 1st as well.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. To throw, it's Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Justin Houston making his presence felt there in the backfield. Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers now a desperation throw. He's got him in. Complete. Touchdown, Packers.
I only need 3 touchdowns, nigga.
Adams with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Packers get a score closer.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late. That they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Colts are going to recover the football. And that should be enough to get them home. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
What, Russ or Shipment?
They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he'll get into the end zone.
When it rains, it pours.
Marlon Mack His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely.
Yeah, to you, I had a pretty good run defense.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake. Extra point up and good.
Yeah, bro, shit, I seen Quentin Nelson, bro, he kicked the fuck out of Kenny Clark.
Set down to kick this one away, and off it
He don't play like
goes.
that. I swear, this O-line, this is how they should be. They don't
That's
play like
fielded in the end zone.
Well, honestly, I was about to say, watch this whole ass nigga fumble
He stopped
again.
where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Like the first 3 carries, I was like, God damn.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to play, as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Throwing now is Rodgers. Throw left side complete. That's Lamb. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. That is caught by the former Gator Antonio Callaway. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
Bravo!
Rodgers now on 1st down.
Oh, come on, Rodgers.
Incomplete there. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Come on, I at least want to throw for 300 yards.
What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for him because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did him no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for him. Offense.
No! Yeah, let me throw for 300.
Picked off at the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Charles,
damn, they really didn't let me throw for 300. And then you fuck up all the throws.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the